Hello everyone and welcome back to Bitcoin Tips. So today we're going to be talking about one of the best and highest paying cryptocurrency mining games that I've been using for the past few years, and talking about some of the strategies that you can use to really build up your virtual crypto mining farm and earn real cryptocurrency as quickly as possible. So if that all sounds interesting, make sure you watch this video all the way through to hear about all the tips and tricks that I've used to level up here on the site. And before we get into the video, I always like to start off here on CoinMarketCap, taking a look at what's been going on in the markets as a point of reference as to when this video was recorded if you are watching it in the future. So if you're not interested in this, feel free to skip ahead 1 to 2 minutes and we'll be getting into RollerCoin strategies then. So taking a look at the CoinMarketCap, overall not looking too great today, down about 4.13%. Across the board to a total market cap of 1.56 trillion. Bitcoin down about 3.6%. Ethereum 4.5%, Solana's about almost 7%, XRP is almost around 3%. So overall, quite a bit of down in the market, and this is actually a good thing for this site that we're going to talk about today, because similar to cryptocurrency faucets, this site is giving away free crypto. It is just in the form of a game. So the lower the prices go, the more crypto you'll actually earn, meaning that when the bull market does get here, you will have more in your wallet, meaning you'll make more as prices start to rise towards those all-time highs again. So let's dive into the site. Now, we are talking about RollerCoin, and I do have a full video, kind of an intro to the site on the channel, so I would recommend that you go check that out if you don't already know about RollerCoin. And if you don't have an account yet, the link is down below. I highly recommend signing up, as it is completely free to get started. And essentially you just build your crypto mining farm. Now, I won't get into too much of the basic features here on the site, how to start getting power and building up your miners, but what we are going to be talking about is some of the different ways that you can play this game and earn more crypto faster by building up your mining farm. As you can see, I have 3 rooms of miners here. This third one is about half full, little under half full, but I've got quite a bit of mining power here on the site, so I want to talk about some of the different strategies that you can use to get miners. So once you start getting RollerCoin token and you start buying some of your miners and kind of mining more and building up some holdings, there's a couple different ways that you can go about earning more miners, more power, more RLT coin. And the first one that I'm going to talk about is the season pass. Now, this isn't necessarily a strategy, because a lot of the time, a lot of the things you're doing here on the site are going to earn you experience points, which basically levels you up to earn rewards. Now, everybody gets access to what's called the free pass. This is very similar to other video games out there, but if you don't pay any RLT and you'd still complete these quests, leveling up, you're going to earn, a small miner for this season, specifically a small miner, an extra 500 terahashes for 7 days, some season tokens, and so on. Pretty good rewards for free, but what you can see here is there's actually even better rewards on the activated gold pass side. Now, with that being said, you do have to pay for the gold pass. As you can see, the gold pass is 99.95 RLT, so about 100 RLT. And what I would say is, if you're someone that's going really hard on these quests, you're completing them, getting the XP, and you're leveling up, to get more than half of these free rewards, I would say it's definitely worth it to get the gold pass, because you're getting a lot of really good limited edition miners. Now, of course, having these miners on your shelves are going to boost your mining power, but what's really cool is they have the marketplace now, and if you ever decided that you didn't want these miners anymore, you could probably get a pretty good premium for them, as they are limited edition. So With that being said, the Gold Pass, it is completely optional. It does cost quite a bit of RLT, especially if you're new in the game, but it can help you build up really quickly. So as you do tasks on the task wall, going for these XP points, and you're earning that RLT coin, this could be a much faster way to get a lot of power in the beginning of the game. Because as you can see here, 141.75 gigahash, lots of gigahashes here across the board. So very cool. And in addition to that, you're still getting all of this free stuff as well. Now, if you're more into the game, your later season, you've played a lot, you have a lot of RLT, you can actually go ahead and do autocomplete, complete all the tasks all at once, get both gold and free all at once. I personally have done this a number of times, and I would probably still do it if I had enough RLT, but at this time I don't, so I have not gotten that yet. So, very cool. That's one way to kind of really boost your earnings here on the site very quickly. But coming back to the main page here, as you can see, I have about 2.5 rooms filled with miners. Now, that may look like a good thing, and I think it is, but what you may be forgetting is that the miners aren't the only thing you need to worry about when building out your farm. You also have to have the racks and the room. So each room, as you go up, costs RLT. So you're spending 35 RLT just to get another room, and then you still have to put the racks in the room to put the miners on. So if we switch over to the store here, and if you look at the rack section, they're not very expensive, but you are still spending RLT. About 0.15 per rack. Now, you can go out to the marketplace, which we'll talk about here in just a minute, to get racks, and they may be cheaper, but ultimately you're going to need them. And personally for me, I always go with the 8 cell, even though it is more expensive up front. It's actually cheaper for the amount of space that you're getting. It just makes sense. But it is something you have to think about. So getting a new room, getting the racks to put them on, it does cost RLT. Now, as you can see here, I have a number of lucky RLT miners here. The Clover Lovers. I never remember what they're called, but Clover Lovers. And what you can actually do using the merge feature is actually combine these together, which essentially upgrades the computer to fit on one space and provide you more power than the two separate would. So just as a quick, easy example here, if each of these provides 1 terahash, combining them together would get them to fit on one shelf, and it might provide 1.2 terahash. Now, of course, if we go in and look at this, this also is not free, but it is something that is, I think, very worth it, especially as you build up a lot of miners. So if we look up the Clover Lover here, since I like to use this one as an example, as I know I have the miners, you can see that to merge them together to go from level 1 to level 2, which is just 2 base miners, you need, like I said, 2 base miners, 1022 common hashing boards, common wires, and 1040 common fans. And then it costs 0.26 RLT to merge together. And you're going to be going from 155 terahash per machine to 406 terahash, 0.875 terahash in one space. So obviously merging these together would be, just straight terahash would be about 300,000. So you're getting quite a bit of a boost, and your bonus power is going from 2.5 to 2.63. So this is a great way, if you already have multiple of the same miner, to merge them together, boost your earnings, boost your power, boost your bonus. But again, you do need to get the components. Now, this is where the marketplace comes in, and the marketplace is essentially anything in the game being traded between players. So these are other players out there. As you can see, there's a bunch of common fans, 2.8 million available right now, starting at 0.002 RLT. So you do have to buy quite a bit of those, for some of these merging, and there's, additional things that you have to buy as you level up. Whoops, wrong button. Because what you can do then is once it's level 2, you get 2 of them that are level 2, you can merge those into a level 3. And then once you get 2 level 3s, you can merge it into a level 4. All the way up to, I believe, level 5, where you're using legendary parts versus the common, uncommon, rare, and epic. So pretty cool. Again, as you can see here, you can also merge hashing boards together to level them up. If you have, like I have a bunch of rare wire, I can merge those into epic wires. So there are different ways around it. But again, each of these merges do cost RLT. But ultimately, if your goal is to get as much hash power as possible, this is very much worth it. And the marketplace, from what I've seen, always has the parts available. Now, as you can see here, you can also sell miners once they've been upgraded to more than just regular level 1 here on the marketplace. So once you've put in the time and effort, if you decide, something better's come along, maybe there was a really good miner in the season event that you got by getting the gold pass, and, you want to sell this one here, you can see that they're being sold from about 330 RLT. Now, of course, that doesn't mean you're going to get 330 RLT for it. Someone has to come out here and say, oh, I want to purchase this for 330 RLT. So you do have to keep that in mind. But as you can see here, there's uncommon hashboard, there's legendary hashboards, bunch of different miners. So you could come out here on the marketplace as you're building up your mining farm. What I would recommend is, instead of going up to the store and looking at just the regular miners that they have on sale, they have the ethereum miner. So if I just copy this name here, it looks like it's about 58 RLT if you were to buy it directly from the store. If we come over here to the the marketplace, as you can see, it is about little under 11 RLT cheaper to buy the same miner, level 1, not upgraded, here on the marketplace. So you would actually be saving 10 RLT roughly in this example by coming out to the marketplace and getting the exact same miner. So I always recommend, regardless of what you're doing, whether it be miners, parts, racks, anything, come and check the marketplace and see if they have what you're looking for. Because we were looking at, it was a 0.15 for an 8 shelf rack, or an 8 space rack. As you can see, there's a bunch of different kinds here, but if we just look at the regular 8 space, instead of 0.15, it's 0.03. So significantly cheaper than if you were to buy it directly from the store. So very, very cool. It's a great way to kind of level up quickly, getting the same equipment and, setup that you would anyways, but here from the marketplace. And again, you can turn around and do the same thing and sell parts as you upgrade and move on to bigger and better miners. Of course, you can buy things like batteries, which allow you to extend your mining power, but that is, a great thing to check out as well. So overall, those are 2 great strategies. There's a ton of other things here. As you can see, there's daily and weekly quests. As you play games, do tasks, things like that, you actually earn more RLT and season tokens, which can be used to buy additional miners. So these are great. This is more of a, as you're using the game as you normally would kind of thing. I wouldn't necessarily call that a strategy, but I do like to mention that as well. So coming back into the store real quick, I always do like to point out this thing up here at the top, which is just kind of like an event that they have going on. Right now it's called Crypto Naturalist. It's actually a point system that allows you to, as you earn points by doing these different quests, you earn different rewards. And a lot of times there are RST, or the season tokens, sometimes RLT, sometimes miners, racks, things like that. But, as you level up in games, you'll get points. Spending RLTs apart from the marketplace, or spending RLT in the marketplace, you can level up. And you can actually multiply this for a certain period of time if you do exchange RLT for crypto to RLT. So if you haven't watched the other video, yes, this site does have the ability to deposit and significantly boost how quickly you can build up a mining farm. You don't have to deposit into this site to make it work, though. It can be done completely for free. So hopefully you found these strategies useful. There's a ton to do on this site. Like I said, there's a ton of mining upgrades that you can do. Just about every miner has upgrades as you continue to collect them. So I really do recommend this site as a great alternative to just a regular crypto faucet, as it is just kind of a different take, and it's a great crypto mining simulation game. So please do check out the link in the description below. If you have any questions about RollerCoin or any other sites like this, please feel free to leave a comment down below. I'd be happy to take a look and see if we can figure it out. But please make sure to like, share, and subscribe to Bitcoin Tips to stay up to date on all things crypto and more strategies and gameplay through RollerCoin and other crypto games. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye.